Today I'm going to show you how to create this title animation in Fusion. This is very simple and very nice looking as well. This title effect is also included in my bundle pack. It's fully customizable if you don't want to learn Fusion, so I strongly recommend you to check it out. But if you want to try to create it on your own, if you want to develop your skills in Fusion, this video is for you. So as a first step, you need to add text plus effect to the timeline, like so. Let's change the custom title to title animation. Let's change the font to extra bold and increase the size. And let me change the tracking because we want these letters to be overlaying on each other. But right now it doesn't look as we want. So the next steps we can do in Fusion. So go to Fusion, click this icon. In Fusion you should have two nodes, template and media out. If you don't see this navigation window, just tap V. It's very helpful to navigate on the nodes panel. So now you need to add background node. So drag it from this menu. Disconnect this template from media out. Once you hover your mouse over this line and it turns blue, just double click it. And let's merge it over our background node. So let's drag output of this template and put it over the output of the background node. It will create a merge node like that. And let's create a merge to the media out. Now we don't want to have the black background, so click background and set alpha to 0. Okay, now select the template, so give a click to the template, and in here you can go to shading. You can learn more about shading tab in this video, but today we're gonna just do a step-by-step tutorial how to recreate this exact animation. So in the shading tab, make sure you got this element 1 selected and go to the appearance type and switch it to gradient. You can further customize it as well, so let me just simply customize it like so. Now you can go to the element number 2 and enable it. By default it's red, it's a red outline, so let me change it to white. And finally go to element number 3, which name is black shadow, so if you enable it you get a shadow. But I will change the angle of the shadow, so if you scroll down to the position, you can actually change the shadow position. I will do it in the top left corner, but this is still not what we want because the letters are not overlaid. So to do that, go back to the element number 1 and go to the position and set the priority to back. Do the same for the element number 2 and element number 3. Now it looks as if the letters are overlaying each other. This is a very cool effect, and you can further customize the tracking. Let's say this is what we want. Now let's try to animate this title letter by letter coming from the right to the left. So just right click the text box and choose follower. That will enable modifiers tab, so go there, and in here we need to change the delay. So let's set it to something like 20 frames. I will change the delay type because I want the whole animation, this 20 frames I want for the whole animation, so between first and last character. And I will change the order from left to right. Then you need to go to transform tab and you need to keyframe the offset control. So at the frame 0, I will create my first keyframe. That will create a path, so don't worry about it. Go back to follower. And let's say 20 frames later, let's create a second keyframe. So let me go to the first keyframe, my starting point, and set the position of the text. So let's say 1 is my starting position, and then it will animate one by one to my target position. So as you see, my animation should stop at frame 40 because we've set in timing tab, we've set delay to 20 frames. So the last letter should be on its position at frame 40, which is correct. So let's say from frame 40, we want this title to be present for another 20 frames. So let me add plus 20 frames. Now we have our playhead at frame 60. And let's go back to transform node. Be sure that you are still in modifiers tab. Go to transform, create another keyframe for offset. And from frame 60 to 80, we want this animation to reveal out to the left. So that will be minus, I think, -1. And the whole sequence ends at frame 100. And now what we can do, we can spline this by using spline tool. So just click it, check the displacement because that's what we've been keyframing, and click zoom to fit. So let me select them all by tapping Ctrl A, and then you can tap Shift F. That will add a nice S-curve to this pairs of keyframes. This is much nicer. It looks more organic now. Okay, so we got our animation, but as you notice, I got something like this spotlight or this nice colors that are going through the screen. So in order to do that, I created copy instance of the template node. So just tap Ctrl C and paste it with Ctrl Shift V combination. That will create an instance copy, which is connected to our original template. Now let me preview this instance copy. So I will tap 2 on the screen, and in the shading tab at element number 1, I will invert these two colors. So first what you need to do is to de-instance this control so that you don't impact the original text. So again, in the instance copy, just right click on the shading gradient and search for the instance. That will de-instance this bunch of controls. And now you can easily modify it without impacting the source. So where we had black, I will set it to white. And where we had white, I will set it to black. So if I go to double viewer and I preview my source on the left, so I tap 1, as you see, this is what we got. Now, let me merge it over. So if I preview right now my media out, let me go to single viewer again. This is what we see. We see only the second one because it's overlaying on our source text. So what we need to do is to mask it. So select the Merge To node and choose Rectangle Mask. You can change the size of it, something like that. Let me move it so that you see that we are masking this merge node. You can change the soft edge of it and the border width. So let's say to something like that. And we can animate this mask. So with the mask node selected, go to the inspector and set its starting position. Maybe here, create keyframe. Yeah, but you need to be at frame number 0. So let me delete this keyframe, go to the beginning. Now create keyframe and go to the frame number 100. We want our mask to be on the other side, so I will move it right around here. So right now, if I play it, my mask is moving from left to right. We can also spline it as we did before. So let me Ctrl A, and if you got only 2 keyframes, you can just tap S. That will create a nice S-curve. And finally, what you can do so it looks even more cool, you can add the soft glow on top of this instance copy. So select the instance copy of it, open selection tool, so tap Shift Space. The select tool window should appear like that. Search for soft glow and enter, but we don't want a glow size, so set it to 0. The cool thing about the soft glow is that you can add some color flavor to it. So let's say we want to add some blue, decrease red, something like this. With this small touch, we can make it look even better and nicer. And this is it. This is how this title animation more or less was done in my bundle pack. Of course, it's fully customizable if you don't want to make it from scratch. So check out my bundle pack that is constantly growing. There are 27 title animations already. I started from 10. You got lifetime updates. So each time I create new action title animation, you'll be notified and you'll get it for free. Hope you learned something today. Thanks for watching. Cheers and see you in the next one.